This is hamburger and mild Italian sausage. You need smell-o-vision in here. This smells so good. We'll have homemade spaghetti sauce here in just a little bit. Water, olive oil, and some salt. Bring that to a boil. Add some olive oil to the pan of water and add some salt and bring that to a boil. That'll be for our pasta. When the water comes to a full long boil, then you can add in your pasta. I break my pasta in half. Once you add the pasta, you need to stir it so that the noodles don't stick together. And when the meat is all done, and there's no pink, like there's a piece of pink right there, so that needs to be cooked a little more. And pink up here. Once all the pink is gone, then we're going to drain the fat off of this, and we're going to add the tomatoes. And you just keep stirring these so that they don't stick together, because they will. Even though we put the oil in the water, they'll still stick if you're not paying attention. So you just want to cook these till they're a little al dente. Sometimes when I make spaghetti, I'll add green peppers to this, or I'll add onion, sometimes mushrooms. It just depends. Tonight I'm just going to make meat and sauce with the noodles. Tonight I'm actually going to use canned sauce instead of homemade sauce. I'm using Rayo's homemade tomato basil sauce and Ned's traditional meatless. I'm going to mix these two in the pan with the meat, and that's the sauce we're having tonight. So after I added the sauce, then I just mix it in with the meat, stir it. I'm going to put the lid on this and then let this cook for a while. When the noodles look like they're about done, pull a couple out. Taste them, make sure that they are the consistency that you want them to be. More al dente is a harder noodle, and then mushy is just a mushy noodle. So just be sure you don't get them too mushy. When I drain my noodles, I always run cold water down the drain at the same time. I don't know, it's something weird I do, I guess. I just don't want my pipes to be boiling hot water down them. So, that's it. I just drain my noodles. And then once I've drained the noodles, I shake the basket a little bit, make sure there's no excess water. Then I just dump it back in my pan. And that's where I'm going to mix my sauce in with my noodles. Sauce is coming right along here, boiling nicely. Ooh, yes, it's nice and thick on the bottom of the pan. That's what you want. You just want it to be thickened a little bit. When you're using jar sauce, the longer you cook it, the more homemade it will taste. Also, a little trick sometimes is to add a little beef broth. When you add a little beef broth to anything jarred in the tomato family, such as your sauces and things, it gives it that all day long cook taste. It's kind of like a little cheat to make it taste a little more like it's not really from a jar, like that it's cooked all day. So, all right, this looks about good. So I'm gonna mix this in with the noodles. Not all of it though, because this is a lot of sauce. I'm just gonna mix the noodles till they're all covered, and then we'll leave a little extra sauce in here for anybody that wants extra on top of their pasta. So I've added not quite all of the sauce. There's still some more sauce in the pan, but I've added the majority of it. And then I just take my wooden fork here and I mix this all together and just coat all of the noodles. And then, like I said, you know, anybody that wants extra sauce, there's extra in the pan, and they can always put it on their individual plate. That way it's not too sauced. And then another trick is let this sit for a little bit. Don't serve this immediately, because if you do, it'll be a little watery. But if you let it sit for a few minutes in the pan, it thickens up a little bit, and it's almost like day-old spaghetti. You know, like leftover spaghetti is the best. But when you let this sit in the pan and thicken for a little bit, it turns almost into day after spaghetti. And then you add a little Parmesan cheese to this too. I have actually one of these spaghetti, I guess this is a spaghetti server. So this is what I find best to scoop the spaghetti out of the pot with. It scoops up a nice serving. And then I just put that in the bowl. Like that. And then I'll sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on it. And I put a little bit of extra sauce on top of that. And then I'm just going to sprinkle some grated Parmesan cheese on there. Put some on this one. And there you go. I hope you've enjoyed the video tonight, and I hope it inspires you to make yourself some spaghetti. Have a good night.